asshole turned into a gun. You shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, you dirty guy.
Stop. Guys, shut up. Okay, we just agreed to go with the plan here. Yeah?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, let's take off.
No. I didn't want to believe it. It can't be. It can't be true. You can't be a gun. You were at my daughter's wedding. You son of a bitch. I trusted you. Fine. But there's something you should know about me. I'm actually a blueberry.
Jet, take time if a man want to try me. No time.
Hello and thanks for joining us. #2K sports fans. Another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see Seattle facing the home team.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Seattle, Anthony out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Ewing in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
The kick out to Bryant. Second chance shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
No good from 18.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep. Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Butler.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Yes, indeed.
tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling, Craig. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Kobe against Butler. Here's Bryant. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Well, you know, it's still early, partner, but that's what we're seeing so far, and we know what he can do on one of his better days. He's hard to handle.
Count that one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off from giving the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Curry against Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Sampson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Butler. And it's sent back by Bryant. Under on the break. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Seattle missing again. Sampson kicks to Bryant. Shoots from 12. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Thomas kicks to Sampson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Unseld. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Johnson outside. There's the lob to Aldridge.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Johnson attacking. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Seattle leading by 4. Here's Johnson. The kick out to Aldridge. It's taken away by Wallace. Christie the pass to Johnson. To the inside. Here's Unseld. That one rolling around and runs out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it worked.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Seattle ahead, leading by 6. And back in a moment as they'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Seattle.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
They've got Christie. Also, Magic Johnson out there. Wallace is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And for Seattle, they've got Paul George. Mutombo is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Smith. And it's Johnson in at point. Christie is out there with Magic Johnson. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Smith wide open. He fires. And another basket for Seattle.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Yeah, that's a great call by you, Greg. You're right on top of it. He's a player that knows exactly how to seek out that junkie.
And for Seattle, they've got Thomas. Paul George is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Smith. George with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Unseld. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Some changes for Seattle. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Aldridge. Anthony comes in for George. And Curry subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Curry. Out to Smith. 5 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Smith. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They get a hand on it. Curry with the steal. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Johnson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Johnson's got 6. Curry against Johnson. Smith dishes to Curry. They double team Curry. Back to Smith. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. So both teams changing it up here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
The ball goes to Seattle.
Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Here's Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here's Curry. And another basket for Seattle.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Butler against Bryant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Magic Johnson. He checked in for Carmelo Anthony.
Talk about great numbers for Butler. He's got 10 points and 2 steals as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity too that he brings to the court.
Thomas outside. Hits it from three-point range. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Butler, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Sampson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The 3 from Thomas. Sampson kicks to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. Kept alive. Sampson kicks to Kobe. Tumbo is checked in for you. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Butler. Seattle leading by 13. Rebounded by Rodman.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Butler.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Seattle making a change here. And so Butler nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The shot by Bryant, no good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And Butler gets it to go. Thomas. He got it up in time. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Rodman is out there with Pippen. Then there's Thomas. And there's Bryant. And it's Sampson in the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Butler from outside. Nice D from Bryant.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Thomas. And the layup falls. Thomas got 5 points so far.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Inside. Pippen, the pass to Sampson. That one doesn't go. Seattle goes the other way with it. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. Checked in for Seattle. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Thomas outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Tries the hook. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. He's got 6.
That hook shot was softer than whipped cream and cotton balls. His post game is simply fantastic.
Johnson dishes to Leonard. Johnson outside. Makes it off the glass.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Curry from deep. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 10 points for Steph Curry. Johnson, the pass to Christie. Back to Johnson. Leonard with the ball. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Curry kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Curry. The offensive rebound. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. To the middle. Here's Ewing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Seattle making a change here. Butler's checked in. And he makes both free throws. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
Johnson with it. Butler covering. Johnson attacking. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Johnson's got 10 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
That's his second personal foul.
Goes up off the inbound. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
For Seattle, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
I I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Christie with the screen on Abdul-Jabbar. Unsell. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Johnson in the corner. Trying to shoot.
And if that doesn't get too fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost.
That athletic.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Are you... Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Butler. And slam dunked by Butler.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
Ah, they're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Checked in for Christie. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Mutombo, he's checked in for Ewing. Aldridge comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. Paul George, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Johnson in for Curry. Poked loose. Stolen by George. That's a 2 from Butler. Mutombo dishes to Butler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And here's Kobe for 3. Sampson kicks to Kobe. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Kobe's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher, he needs more than one guy to defend him.
6 seconds left in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Seattle leads by 15. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And on the floor for Seattle here in the fourth, Magic Johnson is out there with Smith. Then it's Paul George. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mutombo in at the center.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Simpson. All sorts of time. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
A platoon swap here for Seattle.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Shot from the wing. That one wide left. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good from long range.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Butler with the steal. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Butler. Back to Abdul-Jabbar for the three. And he's good on the three ball. And that's now 37 points for Jimmy Butler. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Ewing. Pass to Curry. Here's Butler. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D by Kobe. Here's Pippen. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Shots good from Butler.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Outside Thomas. Launches it. Seattle grabs the miss. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Butler goes in. Ewing kicks to Butler. Count that one.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load to them offensively.
14 feet away. That's short off the rim. Seattle leading by 15. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Butler's got 45 points. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Shot from 12. Free throw, good Butler. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. It's Pippen with the drive, and the shot goes down. Pippen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
That free throw good from Pippen. A platoon swap here for Seattle. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
You can't let them recover their missed free throws. Lucky break for the offense.
The free throw drops for Rodman. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Thomas, and then Thomas with the jam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up.
The free throw drops for Butler. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Kobe.
Mercy, mercy me.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Well, I like the fact that we can still see a flicker of a flame burning. They haven't given up or given in. They picked it up at both ends and right now on a nice run.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown. Finishing strong.
Thomas kicks to Wallace. Knocked loose. Outside, Rodman. And it's Bryant in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. And Kobe throws it down home.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little early.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
The free throw drops for Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. And here is Thomas. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 27 seconds left in the fourth. Butler goes in. Rebounded by Rodman.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Now here's Butler. Nice D by Kobe. So no problem for Seattle.